Hi, I'm Monica of monicamakeup.ca, and in this video, I'm going to show you how I do a glowy peachy day makeup. I'll be showing you step by step from start to finish how to achieve this look with some insider tips throughout. Still interested? Let's get started. To start off with, I always use a base, and my favorite go-to is Timecheck Lotion by MAC Cosmetics with the 170 brush. The 170 brush is very similar in texture to like a beauty blender, because it's really tightly um, packed bristles really help to buff in your creams, your foundation, even powder into the skin so it looks super natural. I'll list all the skincare products I've used down below in the comment section. We'll move on to what I'm working on right now is the eyeshadow. Here's a tip. If you want your eyeshadow and your lip color and your foundation, basically your entire makeup to last, you have to use some sort of primer. Because over time, throughout the day, your natural oils do come out of the skin and start to break down the makeup. So if you ever wondered why your eyeshadow is creasing, why your lipstick is feathering into your upper lip, that's why. So what I'm doing here now is using a highlighter pen, which I'll list down below. And again, it's from MAC Cosmetics. I'm using it anywhere where I want to brighten. So the top of the bridge of the nose, upper lip, the middle of the chin, and especially under my eyes because I'm always tired. So you just buff that in with a really fluffy brush to make it super light. And remember, always use a light hand. If you're going to be pressing that brush into your skin, you're basically moving and shifting the makeup all over the place and you're not going to get the coverage you want. That's another tip for you. Now I'm buffing in C40 Full Coverage Cream Foundation from MAC. And again, I'm tapping it into the skin. Now, you don't want to be blending it back and forth. It just won't give you the coverage you want, particularly with this brush. So again, tap, tap, tap. Swiping is for the phone. Here's another tip. When you've completed your foundation, concealer, eyeshadow, the last thing you want to do is powder. Now, if you've got drier skin, you may just need to strategically place it in areas that tend to get oilier. So for me, it's mostly T-zone, but I buff it all over the skin just so that it has more longevity throughout the day. And usually, I only ever have to touch up my nose with a blot powder. To really make this peachy day makeup come to life, it's definitely all about the cheek color. And so I'm using right now the Becca Cosmetics Chrissy Teigen Special Edition palette. And as you can tell, I'm pretty digging it. Pretty digging it? What am I saying? There's a bronzer, there's a highlighter, and I sort of mix them all together as well as a contour powder. So now I'm moving on to, as you can see, trying to contour my nose a little bit. I'm not going to lie, I probably applied a little bit too much contour powder. This is Shadester, one of my favorite of all time. So hence I used a bit of powder, Mineralize powder, most likely, to buff out the edges. And then I've also used a highlighting powder to highlight the tops of the cheekbones. Here's another tip. You don't necessarily need to always have a wing liner, and I know a lot of makeup artists love to do it. It looks amazing. For me, for this particular look, I'm just lining the inner waterline of the upper lash line. Just helps to make the lashes look a bit thicker. It doesn't take away from the real focus here for this makeup, which is a peachy, glowy day look. Here's another tip. If you want your upper lip line to look a little bit fuller, try lining it from the outer corners in towards the cupid's bow. It's just the angle of it, it just helps to round it out a bit more. Here I'm using Stud Eyebrow Pencil from MAC and just basically following the natural hairline and penciling in short little strokes to fill in any gaps. If you don't already have one, you need to get an angle brush. This is definitely a must if you want to have natural looking brows, natural looking eyeliner. It's the best for blending out and keeps everything looking super clean and natural. This pretty much marks the completion of this glowy peachy day makeup. If you like this video, make sure to tap the like button below, share with your friends, and be sure to subscribe. This is Monica from monicamakeup.ca. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.